In a town most known for its distinguished place of higher education, there is another school with high standards worth mentioning. John Dunn has the story.
For the first time in its history, the Talawanda School District has received an Excellent with Distinction rating from the Ohio Department of Education. The new ranking means that all Talawanda School District students scored above the 75th percentile in reading, math, and science, a ranking that exceeds the previous benchmarks set in place by the state. How did Talawanda do this? According to Public Relations Officer Holly Morrish, it comes down to two words: data analysis.
So we're taking all of that data and we'll boil it down to a class, and we'll boil it down to the individual students in that class. And then you have an idea of where you want your students to be performing.
This data comes from everything from individual performance tests to Ohio standardized tests. Assistant Superintendent Joan Stidham explains that this means Talawanda is producing a better crop of students.
The reason that Talawanda is excellent with distinction is that it showed more than 1 year's worth of average growth for every student in the district. So on average, they're learning more than a year's worth of stuff in a year, and that's pretty impressive.
A feat that Morrish says benefits all of Oxford.
Luckily, in this community or in this region, you're going to get an excellent education.
Not only are students receiving a state-approved top-notch education, but in January 2012, Talawanda High School is relocating to a new state-of-the-art facility.
Everything is going to benefit from this great new facility, and to start with something that's already so good and to have this additional resource to just enhance it, it's an exciting time for Talawanda schools.
Talawanda public schools are the talk of Oxford right now. But few eating their breakfast at Bob Evans on College Corner Pike would notice the quaint McGuffey Foundation School just behind where I sit right here. With only 49 students in grades K through 8, the school specializes in a different kind of education. Head of school Dr. Alfred Allen says the school achieves a personalized experience by mixing grades and never having more than 12 children in a classroom.
We're a very small school, very intimate, and we teach kids to be good citizens, to be patient with each other, to be concerned for the welfare of others.
Dr. Allen says the decision between a public school and McGuffey comes down to nothing more than personal preference.
I don't think parents send their children here because they feel Talawanda isn't doing a good job. I think they send their children here because our style of teaching is very different. It's very experiential, very hands-on.
They even have kiddie yoga. For MUTV, this is John Dunn.